Okay, so today we have Gabriel here, and he recently just got an offer letter, and his story is absolutely amazing. So, Gabriel, we're going to just be diving into your offer letter, your process, and just your whole experience actually getting your offer letter. So, just to start off, how much was your offer letter again?
Yes, my offer was 134,000 US dollars.
You said 134,000
Yes, US dollars annually.
annually. Okay, and excuse me. So, I want you to tell me and tell the audience about yourself. Like, what were you doing before you got into cloud engineering, and what was your career like?
Yes, actually, I moved to the States 3 years ago
Okay.
with only $100 in my pocket and with two suitcases all my life packed in that suitcases. No,
Wow.
no relative here, no, not even a distant relative that is in the US. Uh,
Wow.
but determined to make my life better and also to inspire others that might be in a similar situation. And the roles that I started with was CNA or nursing aide. For
Is that
those
like
who,
like in the group homes, like a nursing assistant?
yes, I used to work. I used to work overnight in the nursing home. Then during the day, I work in the group homes. Yeah,
So
so
you had two jobs.
three jobs,
You had
three
three
jobs.
jobs.
Yes, three jobs, three
Wow.
jobs. Yes,
Wow. And so just to be clear, you
yes,
came to the United States with $100 in your name, in your pocket, no relatives, nothing.
nothing.
How did you figure it out? Like, how did you know where you were going to stay? Like, did you just, how did it happen?
So when I came here, I found like Samaritans. I got connected with the church, and that was my starting point. I found a church that was nearby, and they gave me a place where I can stay. They gave me direction, do this and that. Yeah, that's how I
Wow.
was able to maneuver through. But I didn't have anyone, no distant relative, and I came on in the season when it was so cold.
Hmm.
I'm not driving. I'm new,
I'm listening.
and yes, and yeah, then I got these jobs, and I was making $18.
$18 an hour.
Yes, $18 per
Okay.
hour. So with all those three jobs, I could not even make 90,000,
Wow. Wow. So with the three jobs that you were working, how much were you making? And how many hours were you working per day or per month per week?
But per week I would work probably almost 80 hours.
Jesus Christ. And
Yes.
and, and so 80 hours a week. So instead of 40, and how much were you making per month working 80 hours a week with three jobs?
Probably around to 500.
2,500
Yes.
a week or a month?
No, a week I would make like, let's say 800,
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
1,000.
whoa, whoa.
Yes.
So per month, how much did you bring in from those three jobs?
Around 3K, 35.
So $3,000 working three jobs, 80 hours a week.
Yes.
Okay. And let's go ahead and fast forward. Now you're making, you just got the offer letter, so you're gonna get started soon. But with $134,000 a year, did you already calculate how much money you'll be making per month?
I think I would be making close to 10,000.
Wow. Wow.
Yes. Yes.
So and what you're not on the job yet, and so you don't know how many hours you're going to be working. But from what you've learned from the program and other students, how many hours per week do you think you'll be working? And it's just an estimate because you're not working the job, but from what you've learned and what you've seen.
Yeah. I think based on paper, they told me 40 hours.
Hmm.
Yeah, 40 hours. Those are the hours that I'll be working.
Okay, and so you 100 and almost 10,000. So let's use before tax. I mean, so after tax, it's around 7,800 or 7,900. That's just an estimate because I was
Mhm.
making 135 and I was getting sorry, yeah, I was making $135,000 in the state of Maryland after tax. I was getting 7,600 a month. And so you're going to be around that range. And so you pretty much doubled your monthly cash that's coming into your bank account and working a lot less. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes. I think that's the main concept too.
And so how does that feel?
I think for me, it goes ahead to look at how people work smart and yet generate, you know, like
Hmm.
I've been working, more hours, more.
Hmm. Hmm.
But if you look at the return and also the energy you put in, and here you look at the hours that I'm going to be
Mm.
working
Mm.
and the output as in terms of income,
Hmm.
it is insane to me.
So minimum input compared to what you were doing before, and then a lot more output, pretty much.
Yes.
And then in terms of the 1% university, with what we have available, what will you do now? So let's just say you have some money coming in. What are you going to do with that money from what you've about to get access to within the 1% university? How do you grow wealth?
Yes. For me, one of the things that is on my mind now is to use that money to clear off my debts now.
Hmm.
That is the first step to clear off the debts. Then the second step would be to start investing. That
Okay.
is, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And so how long? So let's take it a step back. Let's go back to you being a CNA,
Yeah.
nursing assistant. How long have you had, like, how long were you in that role? And, were you comfortable or were you starting to feel like something wasn't right? Let's talk about that.
I think for me, one of the when I reached into this role, personally, I knew this is not my place for me.
Mm.
I want to grow. I'm not to put anyone down who's doing this role,
Mm-hmm.
but for me, I knew I can do better.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I looked at the different options that were around.
Mm.
One, okay, I'm a CNA now. Can I become a nurse?
Mm-hmm.
But my main goal was I didn't want to be in those facilities. My main goal was to work remote, you know?
Mm. And when you were working as a CNA, nursing
Mm.
assistant,
Yeah,
3,000 a month, three
mhm,
jobs, 80 hours a
yeah.
week, which is insane. Did you feel stuck? Like, what was the ceiling you kept on hitting, and how long have you been there?
Okay, I've been in the US for 3 years now. So I've been in this role was like almost 3 years now that I've
Mhm.
been in this role. But
Wow.
I realized there isn't any much. I couldn't grow my income exponentially. And
Mm,
that was my goal. I wanted to grow my income exponentially. And when I looked at the people who have been in the industry around, I realized it was going to be impossible for me to
mm,
make it. One, you're required to be on the site. I
mm,
don't know if I get to the point. You're required to be on job. You cannot say, okay, you cannot move with the patients with you wherever you go,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
you know? But then I look at how can I, which other career can I use or leverage to hit my financial goals? And I realized tech
mm,
was one career that I can use to leverage this to, you
mm.
know?
Okay. And
Then-
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, you can ask.
And so you were, you know, working 80 hours. So it's crazy to me because you were working 80 hours a week.
It's
You had
true.
three jobs. And now, you know. You just got this offer letter, $134,000. Have you ever made this much money in your life?
This is the most money that I've ever made.
And
Oh, I'm going to make, and to me, when I look at this man, I'm like, these guys, you know, but I cannot, I just say thank you, God, for this because I cannot say that it was because of my wisdom or like you know,
hmm
it it has been God,
hmm hmm
helping me throughout this journey. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. And so, you know, when did you first hear about the 1% University? Like, what made you actually stop scrolling and pay attention?
Yeah, because after working in this industry,
And first, how did you, so let's, how did you first hear about the 1% University?
yes, one, let me also give you a backstory because I had about 1% university in December,
Mm,
mid-December there, I think, mid-December. But it was after that I was looking out for for a place where I can, learn tech skills, but I didn't know the right place to
mm,
go.
mm.
That's when through Instagram, you know,
And
I saw.
so you were looking for tech skills. Did you have experience? And so
No, 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 no,
you just
no.
went from, how much were you making per year as a CNA with all the jobs combined? Like 60,000, 35,000,
Yes, 65.
65.
Yeah, 65. Yeah,
Okay, $65,000 a year.
uh,
And s-
65.
so $65,000 a year all the way to $134,000 a year, which is almost almost pretty much doubled your income. And did you have experience in tech before?
No, 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 no.
So,
Actually,
so
I
mhm,
didn't have experience. I
mhm,
remember this is funny. One of my actual my IT mentors. I
mhm,
was jazzing with him last time, and I told him that remember uh, the first time I came to tech, I didn't even know how to bookmark the sites on Google. Let's say you want to bookmark
mhm,
something,
mhm.
and he was laughing. I had no tech background. I had nothing. I was on zero.
Okay. And so you had zero experience
Yeah.
in tech and you were making $65,000 a year. Fast forward 7 months later,
Yeah.
you now received an offer letter for $134,000 a year, more money than you've ever made in your life, and you
Yeah.
have zero background in tech. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
And do you have a college degree in the United States?
No, I've never had any degree. I've never had any certification. I think the first certification I've had in the USA was the CNA certification.
Wait, wait, wait. So like let me be clear. The my college degree right there, you don't have an IT degree in tech?
Like serious, I don't have.
Wait, wait, so Security Plus, A plus, I have AWSCCP. That's what I got, but you don't have that. And
Yes, I don't have. I don't have. Like actually, when you used to mention these things that you don't. When I finally found 1% university,
Mhm,
one thing I thought these guys that they bring on testimonials
mhm,
just set up. They are just set up to put up a show. That's what I
mhm,
thought. Like
mhm.
seriously, I didn't mention it in those.
You thought I had like paid actors and stuff?
Yes, there's those videos on YouTube. Kale, is it Kale? Kale, Isaac, all those
Oh,
different.
Isaac. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Cleo, Isaac, Greg too as well.
Stormy.
Stormy.
Yes, I'm like, all these guys are set up. You can tell the way they are smiling.
You can feel the passion.
Yes, they are set up. So that's the mindset I came
Wait,
with.
wait, wait, wait. Are you a paid actor?
No, no, no. No,
Obviously
no, 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 no. Like seriously, that was in my mind that okay,
hmm
because the way you were talking about this stuff, on Instagram, it felt true, so good to be true.
Hmm.
English is my second language, so forgive me, guys.
Wait,
Uh,
wait, 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 wait. So you were able to still get an offer letter, and English is not your first language. This is not your first language.
yeah, it's not my first language. Yeah,
So you have a lot of things going against you. No degree, no certification. You
yeah,
just came to the US 3 years ago,
yeah.
right? You have zero background in technology,
Yes.
and you said that mindset internally, that
Yeah.
is not going to stop me. I'm still going to do what's necessary to get the skill set. Is that correct?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay,
yes.
but go ahead and continue. I just wanted to point that out.
Yes. So, fast forward, I, I saw you on Instagram talking about how you retired at 28. I'm like, no way,
Can't be true.
no way. Then I started following you.
Hmm.
Then you are sharing those videos, testimonials. I'm like, these guys might be paid actors. Then I tried to ping you. You were busy.
Hmm.
You are busy. Then you finally, I got accepted. I think I got to go through the screening to be
Hmm.
accepted into the 1% university.
Hmm.
And for me, that was weird. I thought you are after money, and then you're asking me to, to screen me to see if I'm fit for this program.
Hmm.
Uh, Someone's like, okay.
So being where you are now, do
Hmm.
you see why we have to qualify people? You
Yes, yes, yes.
you see the amount of work that you put in. You see why I say, hey, if you're not the type of person that's willing to put in the work and follow directions, if you're not the type of person that's like, hey, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I need a way. You see why I say that? Because I say that on like all my testimonial videos, and I'm saying it right now. But do you see why we have to qualify people? Because if somebody's not a good fit, so do you think like if we brought on anybody, let's say somebody who's not willing to put in the work, somebody who thinks, oh, this is going to happen overnight, somebody who's not willing to put in that long-term work,
Mm,
right? 3 months, 5 months, 6 months, depending on the person. Do you see
mm.
why we have to qualify people for the program?
Yes, 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 yes. It's I think for this program to work for you, you need to have a stronger reason why.
Mm. And do you see why I say, hey, there's other programs, there's
Mm,
YouTube University. You don't
mm,
have to join my program. And I'm saying that right now in the video. I'm
yeah.
saying that right now on Instagram, right? You don't need to join, right? But for the people who is sick and tired of being sick and tired, who's the type of person like Gabriel who had everything against him,
Mm,
right? English is not his first language. He
mm.
had no college degree, no certifications, but for somehow he was still able to get an offer letter for $134,000 a year. Is that
It,
correct, Gabriel?
it is, it is, it is. Like
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And
you need to,
go ahead.
yeah, you need to be sick and tired. Sorry,
Mm-hmm.
I'm passionate about this, and I was sick and tired because when I went into the facilities, I looked at the people that have been there long enough,
Mm,
looked at their income, and versus where I want to go, I realized something has to change about me.
mm,
Yeah,
mm.
I think, yeah.
And can you tell the people that's watching this video or on Instagram,
Mm.
what were you thinking when you first saw the program? Like, what questions did you have? Like, yeah, what questions did you have?
I think for me, the first question was, why are they expensive?
Mm-hmm.
What different are they offering?
Mm-hmm.
Then another question is, will I really make it through this? I don't have any tech background. Like
Mm-hmm.
seriously, when I had a meeting with Jacoby, I had my goals, my dreams, but and you had mentioned about, okay, this one had their uh, software engineer background, this one, and I'm like, where does a CNA fit in all this program?
Mm-hmm.
And personally, I wanted to be the first person to create that for someone else who will become after me. Yeah.
Mm,
I
mm,
don't want this to end on me.
mm,
It's not all about me. it's all about someone else who's in my shoes who are tired or who wants better, who I don't know even how to say. It's so
Who was in that same exact position as you as a CNA? Now they can look at your testimonial video and say, okay, if he can do it, I can too.
yes, yes. That was one of the most inspiration that it wasn't about me. And I
Mm,
said, I'll not give up because someone else will look at my story and say, if he can do it, I can do it.
wow. So it's still crazy to me, 80 hours a week. Now you're going to be working a lot less and making more money.
5 days.
It like it's and I can't wait for you to start working, for you to actually experience, what
Mm,
it's like to be a cloud engineer, because you'll come to realize, you know, the hardest part is already over. Like
mm.
we make our program like robust, meaning like we break it. Do you feel like, we broke things down in a very simple way in terms of how we communicated the information in the program? Do you feel like a fifth grader can go through this step-by-step blueprint and get the skill set?
Actually, one of the first assignment, yes, you break that this program is you break it down so easily into manageable chunks.
Mm,
Anyone else can do it. I
mm.
had a statement before joining that you guys mentioning that anyone can do it, but me going through the program, I can tell that anyone can do it because it's broken down into manageable chunks that everyone can come in and start from day one, take those baby steps, and they can make it.
Something you mentioned, and I want to go back to this because this is super important. All right. I had somebody who I was talking to today, they wanted to join the program. And they pull back, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? This is not for everybody. But what I wanted to say is one thing you mentioned was that, the program, it's expensive. Okay. And I want you, now that you're at the other side, you're at $134,000 a year. Um, do you think that the investment you made was worth it?
Of course, totally, totally, it's worth it.
But what if you said, hey, that's expensive, and that's subjective, right? Different people, they can see this amount of money is expensive, they can see this amount of money is expensive. It just depends on where they are and how they view things. But um, do you think that investment in yourself, because you invested money, correct, into
Yes,
yourself?
I did. Yes, I did.
And the whole point to invest money into yourself is for that money to make you more money?
Yes, yes, yes.
Do you feel like that is something that you did and you actually, I mean, you're about to get hired, right? You're about to get onboarded and stuff like that. But do you feel like once you get paid, like for 3 months, that your money that you invested in yourself, that money would be more money than what you paid for the program?
Of course, it's going to, it has compounded exponentially. It has, the investment was worth it.
And so as a one percenter, we teach, right? Wealthy people, we always invest. And so, this is not the last time you're going to invest, right? You're going to invest in stocks, different, information too as well. Because if you do want wealth, right, you can't save your way to wealth. You have to invest. You can invest
Mm,
in knowledge, you can invest in different assets. But um, do you think now that you've experienced you investing in yourself
mm,
and you haven't seen it yet because you're about to get onboarded, but once you do see the return
mm,
exponentially,
mm.
do you feel like that if there was another opportunity, you would want to invest money to make more money?
Of course, I would go in 100% because most times for you to move from one place to another, you need to risk.
But what if it's expensive?
I think expensive versus what you want to get in life. I think
Mm,
that's how you can go about it.
I never actually heard that one before.
Eh?
That was good. That was good. Expenses versus what you want to get out in life. Okay, that's good. All right, because essentially you have to look at, hey, if it's no, right, and you don't, so anybody watching this, you do not have to join my program. I cannot say that enough. There's other programs, there's YouTube University. I say that in almost all my videos. Same thing on YouTube. We don't just qualify, we don't just accept anybody. And Gabriel, you now understand going through the program why we don't just accept anybody because there is
Yes.
a specific type of person that can we accept that can go through the process and get the results that you're experiencing. Would you agree or disagree?
I would agree with that 100% because success most of the time it starts with the mindset. You need to see it before you need to see it here before you can see it physically, you know. If you
Mm,
have a mindset of losers, of mediocrity, as in it will be very hard for you to look at a program that already has a blueprint that you can succeed. So it
okay.
starts with the mindset that okay, like I think that's the the biggest part of it, mindset, as in going through this program, you know.
Do
A
you
lot
th-
a
Go
lot
ahead.
will happen on the way, but your mindset is tuned to achieving your dream.
Mm, mm. Anybody listening, I highly recommend you go back to what Gabriel just said and take some notes because that was very that's a gem. And
Mm.
going back, I can't. Do you feel like you've invested, like, let's just say this is the amount you invested and you got this much in return?
Yes, yes. And for me, the return is this the skill set that I've achieved that
And why is that better than the money? Like, why are you looking at the skill set as opposed to you just got an offer letter for $134,000? Shouldn't that be the reward? Why is the skill set the reward?
for me is that I'll never go hungry.
Mm,
It's, it's like teaching a man to it's like teaching a man to fish versus giving the man fish.
mm, And so let's just say the river is poisoned, right? Do you feel like, let's just say, you know, you the you lost your offer, right? Let's just say the contract ended. Do
Mm.
you honestly believe that you can fish again? You can catch another fish? Do you believe that you can get another offer letter?
Yes, 100%. A
Why?
hundred. Because of the skill set that I've got that I can go to any interview. You know, this was my first very interview.
Wait, really?
Yes, to go from phone screen.
Well, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Like,
That's crazy.
seriously. And
That's crazy. I
I was
didn't know.
alone there.
Okay.
Yes, for the few clips that I've shared with my with friends that are around me, they said in that interview you own the stage. It's like
Wow.
we are calm, you know.
Wow.
For
Wow.
me, I value the skill set that I've gotten out of the gotten out of this program. The skill set is important that I can go anywhere and turn that skill set into something tangible, let's say an offer or yeah.
Okay. And do you what I say online is I teach three skill sets.
Mm,
AWS cloud engineering,
mm,
right? The hands-on experience and projects that
mm,
companies are looking for in today's market. The
mm,
second skill set is how to brand yourself, how to get recruiters to reach out to you. And number three, how to sell yourself, how to actually communicate effectively on interviews so you're
mm,
positioned as one of the top candidates on any job interview.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you feel like what I say online is in alignment in terms of what you were taught after you invested into yourself? Did you actually obtain those three skill sets that I say to people?
Yes, I did one having no tech background. I knew nothing about Terraform. I knew nothing about CI/CD,
Yep.
Kubernetes. That now I can talk about those different tools and why they exist and why we need them in the industry.
Mm,
I can brand myself. Recruiters reaching out to me. You know, actually, yesterday I had a recruiter reach out to me for 198,000. And for me, that is insane. Three
Wait,
articulation.
wait, wait. You talking about like offer like the salary, $198,000 a year?
Yes, yes.
Oh wow. Wow.
Oh, yeah, a recruiter reached out to me and I was like, this
Um,
is
I, wa- I want to just say this. I'm kind of talking in a very, so anybody listening, I'm talking in a very sarcastic tone. I mean, because there's a lot of testimonial videos that I do, and it's really the same thing. And there's a lot of people that have a lot of belief systems that's very limiting and it holds them back. They think they need a degree, they think they need a certification, they think that they need experience, which is not true, right? And Gabriel is a living proof that all you need is a proven blueprint and the determination and desire
mm,
that I'm going to follow this blueprint like my life depends on it.
mm.
And he did that. English is not his first language, right? So, and I remember on the Sunday coaching call, I think you mentioned something about English not being your first, language, and would that be a barrier in terms of interviewing? Do you remember that?
Yes, I remember that, but yeah, I think it all falls out. It all comes back to what do you want in life?
Mm, mm,
When you tell your mind that I cannot do this, automatically it shuts down.
the door.
But when you tell your mind that okay, I can do this, it shows you the possibilities.
But what if somebody's like, I don't have the time, I don't have the money? Did you have the money? Like, did you figure it? Did you,
Right.
work with us
Yes,
to
yes.
show
I
you?
think yes. For the money part, it all starts with your willingness.
Mm,
You can work out with the program, and they have some good plans for you. At least for you to be part of the program. Even if you're paying in installments. But it's not all about money. It's all about your willingness. You
mm.
know.
And it's crazy because some of the stuff you're saying, I've heard it before, but you're saying it in a different way. You just said it's not about the money, it's about your willingness, right? What do you mean by that?
Uh, let's say let's say you cannot walk. Maybe your house is burning down, and you have your child there. What would you do in that situation?
Mm,
Would you sit down and say, or you do whatever it takes to save? Personally, I was going through something that was hard that I could not explain,
mhm.
working overnight, uh, doing
Ser-
all kinds of jobs. I
mm,
wanted something more, something better.
mm,
I didn't want my life to end like that.
mm.
That's where it starts from, you know.
And do you feel like if somebody doesn't have that willingness, that desire, that mindset where it's like, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, do you feel like if they were not as eager, that they would be successful in the program?
No.
So coming from somebody who joined the program, who just got an offer letter for $134,000 a year, he just said, if you are not eager, if you're not tired of being sick and tired, you will not be successful. That is why I say, do not join my program if that's the case. Now, if you're watching this video, right, and you're like, hey, Tayo, I just need to know the step-by-step blueprint to get the skill set, those three skills, right? That's more important than an offer letter because Gabriel, do you feel like if you have this skill set, which you do, you can get more offer letters? You
Of course. And for me, it's like a dream come true. I've always wanted to have a skill set that
know?
I can use to print money,
Do you feel like money will ever be a problem for the rest of your life as long as
No,
there's
it,
tech?
it, it won't. It won't because of the skill set that I got.
And so for anybody watching this video right now, if you're like, I'm tired of being sick and tired, and you're determined to put in your time and energy into the step-by-step blueprint to get the skill set, which is what Gabriel just said, it's a dream come true. Go ahead and click the first link in the description below. Me and my team are going to go ahead and reach out to you, right, and qualify you. We have to make sure that you have the characteristics like Gabriel. You have the characteristics of Isaac, who got $1.5 million in offer letters in 10 months, like Christopher, who got $1.1 million in offer letters in 6 months. Now, I want to be very transparent. It doesn't mean that they're making 1.5, $1.1 million, right? Because they have to decline certain offer letters, right? Because it's not a match with, what they're doing in terms of conflict of interest and just the way that you have to structure it. And so I'm very transparent, right? Right. Christopher, he's around that 500, $600,000 a year. His goal is $1 million a year. Do you see why people can make $500,000 a year, $1 million a year with the skill
Yes,
set?
yes, actually. Yes, yes,
So
I
you
can
said
see that.
you could see that. So do you remember like when you first saw my videos and you were like $500,000 a year? That's crazy,
Yes, that was,
right? So now do you see why?
yes, now I see why.
Do you see the difference between how you used to think and your experience because you didn't have the mindset that you learned
Mindset.
from the 1% University and the skill set that you learned from the 1% University? Do you see that difference in the past, Gabriel, and now?
Yes, I see the past Gabriel and now, and going through the 1% university, through this program, I've added on the I've added on the value,
Mm,
and that is really important that it's not all about making money. Yes, money is good, but the value, that you
mm.
have, mindset, how do you go?
And so I want you to put a number on the amount, like a dollar amount
Mm.
of the value that you think that this program is worth.
I don't even think going through this program, this is $1 billion.
Whoa, 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 $1 billion.
Yes,
That's
yes.
expensive. That's expensive. That's too much.
No, no, it's not too much because it's
And why do you say that? $1 billion, the value.
the value that this program, going through this program, the mind. I don't know why I keep going back to the mind because it all starts here. If
Hmm.
you can see it, you can receive it. It starts here in the mind.
Hmm.
Going through this program and seeing the impossibilities that someone can make, uh, let's say 500K.
Wait, so you didn't see a CNA that went through this program and was successful when you were looking into it, but you believed it,
You
and you're
believe
the
it?
first CNA. You believed it, and then now you are seeing it.
Yes, 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 yes. And I also wanted to be the. I don't. I don't want to sound as if I'm blowing my own trumpet, but I wanted to be a beacon of hope to those people who are doing maybe CNA jobs that it's possible.
Mm.
For those who want to do tech, that it's possible. And yeah,
So CNA, $65,000 a year, working three jobs, 80 hours a week, all the way to $134,000 without a college degree,
yeah,
without certifications right here, and and you made that transition and working a lot less, twice
yes,
as less.
yes,
And to do that, you went through the blueprint, the 1% cloud engineer blueprint. Is that correct?
yes,
Do you
yes.
regret your investment?
No, I don't regret my investment, and also being in a program that already has the blueprint that works. I think that makes sense that we are out many uh, programs, but to have a blueprint that works that you can follow through,
But
step.
but anybody watching this video, they wouldn't know that it works because they haven't joined the program. Like,
Oh,
how can they
maybe,
actually? You didn't
maybe.
know.
Yes, I think for me, it's not all about knowing. It's so you also have the belief and also what should I say? Like,
You have to like back yourself up.
yes, you just say, okay, I'm tired of this. Let me
Mm.
try this.
So you have to be tired. You have to feel that pain. Like, I'm tired
Pain.
of being tired.
It has to be something that is pushing you that,
Mm.
or else, because no one is going to push you. Like, actually, I know this is not, when I joined the program, I realized you guys are not babysitting. I'm
Hmm.
like, but now I come to appreciate,
Mm.
like, let's say in terms of troubleshooting.
Hmm. And you see how we don't give you the answer? Like we show you
Yeah.
how to solve the answer by
Yes.
going through the steps, you'll be doing the same exact thing on the job,
Yeah.
right? And so we're trying to create like it's really just like an unpaid internship because you're doing the same exact things that what you'll be doing on the job.
Yes, yes. So
Right.
it now makes sense, as
Mm.
in you have to have that willingness. You have to.
So somebody on Instagram Live, from what I'm not going to say this, I want you to answer this question. All
Mhm.
right, based on everything you've learned in the program, he said, "How do I turn $1,000 to a million?" What do you think?
Mhm.
There's no wrong answers.
Yes. How would you turn 1,000? What do you want in life? As in, that's where it starts with. What do you want in life?
And what do
That's
you
all.
mean by that? Like, because you didn't say, "Hey, do cloud, do investing." You said, "What do you started with a why, like a determination, like the fuel." That's what I
Yes.
see. And so why
Yes.
did you start with that? Why is that important than the actual, hey, go ahead and do cybersecurity or do database administrator or do cloud or network engineering? Why did you say it starts with what do you want in life?
Because in the middle or during the journey, life will happen.
Mm,
But what will keep you going is your why.
mm, mm.
know,
Okay.
Is your why.
Okay. And so if you have a strong why, you can pretty much, you know, keep on going along the journey. And to be honest, anybody on Instagram, it doesn't really matter which vehicle you use, like the 1% University, that's one vehicle, right? I think it works. Gabriel, he know it works because he's living proof. He's just got an offer letter. Right, there's other, that's why I say there's other programs, right? There's YouTube University, there's other vehicles, right? For this vehicle to work, right, we need time and energy. We need the type of person, which is I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm willing to overcome problems like, hey, I don't have the money, or even when you do invest, that's really the easy part. But when you get stuck, are you going to let that problem overcome you or you overcome the problem? So you have to be the type of person to overcome problems so that you can get the result. Do you feel like you have to be the type of person to overcome problems and to get
Yeah.
the results in the program?
You have to be that person before you get the results because you can get results anywhere. But if you're not that person, those results even can go. But you have to be that person first.
So you need to put the time and energy into the
Yeah.
blueprint, and
Yeah.
you need to be the type of person that will
Yes.
overcome problems, correct?
Of course. Of course.
And
Just
that's going to have you get the skill set. Do you think those are the three elements you need to get the skill set?
yes. 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 Yes.
Put time and energy into the blueprint,
Time.
overcome obstacles.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what you think? Is that what you did?
Yes.
And the,
Time because like you need time to build out the projects. You need time out to read the notes.
hmm
You
hmm
need to go attend the live boot camps. You need to attend the Sunday calls with
And the core of everything of what you're saying is that commitment, right? You have to commit that
commitment.
time and energy into the
Yeah.
blueprint, right?
Yes. If you don't have that time, then and everyone has time for something that is important.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
so once again, if you are not that type of person, this program is not for you. And I'm saying that in the best way possible, in the nice way possible, because the I do not want you to or anybody to join this program, right? And they're not that type of person. We qualify people anyways, but you're not that type of person and you don't see results, right? Because Gabriel, right, he's a living proof. If you don't have those qualities, if you're not the type of person that will overcome obstacles, right?
Yeah.
Like fear, like for example, even when you invest in the program, every even me, I still have fear, right?
Mm,
Because there's risk. I don't know if it's going to work out,
mm,
but I have that belief
mhm.
that it is going to work out.
Yeah.
So that fear you have to overcome because Gabriel, what would have happened if you let fear overcome you? Like, hey, I don't know if this is going to work out. I don't have a college degree. I don't have certifications. I don't have any experience. And I don't see Tile posting a CNA testimonial. So I don't know if I can do this. What do you feel like would have happened to you if you allowed fear to overcome you?
I would still be stuck. I would still end the year in the same position.
And do you feel like, you know, like what do you mean by that? You still be stuck?
As in, fear would keep you in one place. I wouldn't have taken this action.
Mm.
You
And
know,
mhm.
fear can cause you not take action and say, okay, I will not. It's like taking a step
So
of faith.
the life you had before, you say
Mm.
you felt stuck. Like, was
Yes.
it stressful? Did you like the job? Like, did you like the amount of hours you were working? Like kind of talk about that.
The truth, if you go out and talk or interview out my colleagues that I've been working with about that job,
Hmm.
no one would say, yes, I'm happy, I'm here. No.
So
That's
you would have been unhappy. You would have been
yes.
working 80 hours a week, getting paid $3,000 a month,
Yeah.
and you would have been stuck, correct?
Yeah, you'll be stuck.
So if you let fear overcome you, you would literally stay where you're at.
Yes.
But you overcame fear, right? You said, "Hey, I'm going to figure it out," and you worked with me and the team
Yes.
to work with the investment. But do you
Yes.
see how the investment is like not even the big thing because after you invested, you see how you put in the work, you had to overcome obstacles in the program?
Yes. And also the skill sets and that I've gained from this program can help me out there in life.
Mm, mm.
You
And
know,
so you said the skill set that you gained from this program that will help you throughout life.
yeah.
You now because you overcame fear and obstacles,
Yeah.
you were able to obtain this skill set.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you see why I say you need to commit your time and energy into the blueprint and you
Yeah.
need to be the type of person that can overcome obstacles
Yeah.
to get the
Sure.
skill set?
Mm.
And if you are not the type of person that can overcome obstacles, do you
Mm.
believe that they will be successful in this program?
No,
Do-
you need for you to get something out of life, you need to give out something.
mm, mm. And do you feel like you would have went from $3,000 a month to 7,600 a month after tax, right? $65,000 a year to $134,000 a year, doubled your income. Do you feel like you would have had that result if you let fear overcome you?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I
Hmm.
wouldn't. I wouldn't have gotten the results because fear would have gotten on my in my way of you know executing, performing, doing the tasks.
Okay. So it's two steps. You overcame the fear of investing in yourself. So
Yeah.
you invested money in 12 months. Do you feel like you would have gotten a good ROI, more than 10 times your investment, more than 20 times your investment?
This investment was worth it, and like like how can your income double in just 7 months like that?
Mm, mm.
I don't know.
How can your income double in 7 months? That's pretty much what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Mm. And so to do that, typically the normal way, you would have to go to school, right?
Mm.
You would have to get college degrees and certifications
Which you are paying for with more money.
with more money, right? College, right? I paid around 70,000, no, I paid over, I think 70 to $100,000,
Mm.
right? Typically, there's $100,000 in student loans for I think the average Americans. I don't know how accurate that is. I saw that from an article a while ago. But um, right, did you? So you would have to go through school, get certifications, but you still would not even be doubling your income in 7 months.
You wouldn't because they would say this is entry level. I don't know whether people get it, but getting an offer with no degree, with no certification, just because of their skill sets, Like he used to talk about the things. I'm like, no way, this is just a marketing thing. But
Mhm.
that me going through the program, I can say that boldly that it is real and it's possible and it work and this program works, you know?
But the people who's watching this video, and so let's say your past self, how would you actually know if it's real and if it works? Like, what's the only way for you to actually know that?
It's like learning to it's like saying that I'll learn to swim by reading the notes. No.
Okay. And so how do you learn how to swim?
You dive in, you dive in.
Okay, and if you're afraid of water and to dive in, will you learn how to swim?
Then it goes back. Why? The reason why, you know, fear. Uh, when you let fear out in your way, there are so many things that you will not do or you will not achieve. Fear, you know, and like they say, like fear, false evidence appearing real.
Mm,
You know, false, not there. It's what you tell your mind that okay, I I cannot do this. You know, oh, I'm afraid I will fail. All
mm,
successful people have failed. If you look at Michael Jordan, man, he has lost, I don't know how many times that he missed the shots.
mm. It's
If,
true.
you know, all successful people have failed, but, and you cannot know whether something is working or not working without trying.
Mm.
You know,
So you have to feel that uncomfortability of investing and that fear. Like it's not
yeah.
going to go away. You have to actually still do it while still feeling that fear. Is that something that you've experienced when investing in yourself?
Yes, actually, when I was told the amount, I was like, wait a minute, where am I going to get this amount? You
Mhm.
know, but it all came back to the reason why.
Mm,
Why? I was tired and sick and tired.
mm, mm.
And if you are not tired, don't bother to enter this program.
And so
You know?
it's not just me saying it, Gabriel saying the same thing. If you're not tired of being sick and tired, if you're not sick and tired of being sick and tired, don't join this program.
Yes.
And
As
we're saying that because, like I said this over and over again, I'm saying it in different ways, but me and my team has gone through experiences where we've had to like almost force people to do the work, right? It's a lot easier working with someone like Gabriel. Gabriel is one of the best students right now in the challenge. So we have challenges like we have like different awards. It can
yeah,
be different prizes. It can be like cash. It can be, all-inclusive trips. I've done different things like that. But Gabriel right now in this challenge, he's number one,
yeah,
right? And to win the challenge, you have to actually just do the work. So it's another way to I incentivize people to actually go through the program, right? And so Gabriel right now is number one. He is on it. Like he is sick and tired of being sick and tired. He doesn't even need to tell me. His actions speak louder than his words.
yeah. You
Right?
need to.
Every day I see him in the Wins channel. He's always posting. He's getting closer and closer to the goal. Interviews, interviews, right? And so it's just to say that I'm saying this because I am here to just show people, hey, cloud exists. This is what changed my life. This is what's changing my student's life. Gabriel literally has no college degree, no certifications. He'd had zero experience in tech. A lot of people create a lot of limiting beliefs for themselves. Hey, Tile, I don't have experience. Hey, Tile, I don't have a college degree. Hey, Tile, I don't have certifications. Gabriel, you didn't even have the whole money, the whole investment, but we showed you because you were like, I'm tired. Can you show me a way? And we did. And now, 7 months later, look at the results. You went from $65,000 to $134,000. You doubled your income in 7 months. And that is unheard of with no college degree, no certifications, no experience in tech.
Yeah,
And so I want to showcase this is a fact that somebody with this specific background went through this program and got this result. This is what they did. I don't know what, Gabriel, you hear me say this all the time. I don't know if you're going to get an offer letter. I don't know when you'll get an offer letter. But what I do know is if you go through this program, you get these skill sets, cloud engineering, right, experience in projects, right, that companies need in today's market, how to brand yourself, so how to get recruiters to reach out to you to the point where it's annoying, and how to communicate, how to sell yourself on interviews so your position is one of the top candidates on any job interview. Once again, did you get that skill set?
Of course, I did. And there's that feeling. I don't know how to explain to people when you have that skill set that you can use anywhere. It's like being an electrician that it's a skill set
Hmm.
that you can go, let's say, from any state. And
So do you feel like more, because when I got this skill, I felt liberated. I felt free because even if a
yes,
job was to like fire me, I feel free because I have that confidence I can get another one. And I did.
yes, yes.
Is that how you feel?
Talk about it as in that feeling. I don't know. Even those who are still in the program, when you get this skill set, it is freeing. You have that freedom that, okay.
You don't have to worry about,
Mm,
money anymore. And it's not even just that you got this offer letter, you have the skill set, which was the reason that you got this offer letter. But let's just say you got the job, but you didn't get the skill set. Wouldn't you still kind of be a little bit afraid?
yes, you'd, it's like walking on eggshells.
Let's say you lost your job. You wouldn't. So once again, you learn you got recruiters reaching out to you, correct?
Yeah, they are even still right now reaching out to me, but getting the skill set is the most important
Okay.
aspect, as in it makes your life, I don't know, it makes your life easy as in terms of career that
Mm, mm.
anytime you want to say, I'm tired of this place.
Wow. And so you got the skill set of how to get recruiters to reach out to you. And you can do that anytime you want, correct?
Yes.
And then you got the skill set of how to sell yourself, so how to communicate, and you're like one of the top candidates on any job interview, correct?
Yes,
And you
yes.
said was that your first interview that you did, like the full process? You got the offer
Yes,
letter?
full process.
Wow, so you actually really got the skill set.
Yes, 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 I do.
And that feels very liberating.
Yes, it feels very liberating to have the skill set, I had the skill set of being a CNA, but I didn't want to continue that skill set.
Because that skill set kept you kind of had a ceiling, right? Working 80
It had a
hours,
ceiling,
$65,000 a year.
it had a ceiling, and what we go through,
So with the skill set of what you have now in 12 months, how much money do you honestly believe that you can make in 12 months per year
per
based
year.
on based on what you've seen in the program and from the skill set that you have?
Yeah, I can make a minimum of 500K.
That's crazy because before when you saw me for the first time, I said 500K, you thought I was crazy.
Yeah, I thought, no way. Yeah,
But now you believe that you
I,
can make
I,
$500,000
I believe, like,
a year?
yesterday when a recruiter reached out to me with 198,
$198,000. Yeah, and that opened up your eye to like what's possible.
it opened up, okay, the value is there, the skill set I have. Now I have my terms now, and that's the difference maker, to have the skill set that sets you free.
Okay. And so I want you to answer this like you're not going to offend me.
Hmm.
Okay. I want you to be like, even if it's bad, trust
Hmm.
me when I tell you're not going to offend me, it's going to help everybody watching this. Would you say that your experience in the 1% University was not as good as what you expected, as good as what you expected, a little bit better than what you expected, or just beyond what you imagined?
I think one for the first two weeks, to be honest, I felt as if, especially when I faced a troubleshooting problem,
Hmm.
I expected you guys to come out and say, okay, you jump on a Zoom call, let, let's configure this.
Hmm.
And for me, honestly, I felt that was not good at the moment. But going through the program, and seeing the questions that I asked you in the interview.
Hmm.
I know why you guys do that way, that when it comes to troubleshooting, we are on our own, you know, it
Hmm.
helps. Uh,
And and do you remember when? So we do that intentionally so you can be put in fire, and then you have to figure it out. So we show you, do we show you how to like troubleshoot and what to do step by step, like how to go about solving the problems on your own?
yes, yes, actually, that's the one thing you guys did. Okay, if you face a troubleshooting challenge,
Hmm.
probably do this step one like that, and
Like step by step.
step by step, and I was able to go through that. And
And then do you understand why now when you're on the interview? Because some I don't know what interview questions you had, but some of them they'll say, "Tell me a time you've had this problem," or "Tell me a time you've ever had to troubleshoot something."
mm,
But do you feel like because you had to figure it out on your own and it was pain when you were going through it, right? It was easier for you to remember.
yes, yes, yes. I When you go through the interviews, of course, those questions will come. But because of what I went through, I'm able to, express and talk about that. So it was really helpful. Uh, what I can say is having one of the things I've noticed about the program is organization, being organized. You guys are organized. I don't know how we do it, but
Hmm.
it's key in terms of success,
Hmm.
like being organized,
Hmm.
that's a
And
difference maker.
and do you feel like what we did in terms of how we structure the um like okay, if let's say you have an error, 4404 error, right?
Mm,
And then you just send a screenshot to us and then we answer it. Or you have that error and then we show you how to solve that problem yourself. What do you feel like is better for you to actually get the skill set? Us doing the job for you, like solving it for you, or what we have now, which was we show you how to think and we show you how to troubleshoot, which is a skill set on its own.
yeah, when you show a student or someone else how to troubleshoot, it's better because when they go out there on the job market, they are expected to deliver.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And now you're not depending on your team lead or manager to solve the problem for you, but you now have that ability to solve it yourself because you'll experience that on the job when you start working. Right. And
Yes.
then when you troubleshoot three things, like we kind of teach you how to, hey, try three different things. And then when you need help, you need to ask it this way. You
Mm,
will literally do the same exact thing on your job. Hey, I've
mm,
done this, I've done this, I've done this. This is the result, right? This is what I've tried. This is the result. You don't say fix it for like help me. You'll say, hey, do you have perspective on what I can go ahead and search up, right?
mm.
And so I can go ahead and try and solve this issue.
Yeah, that makes it easy for you when you go out there because you're expected to do the troubleshooting, and also you're expected to having done at least maybe 5 steps or six.
Because
Then
if you continuously go to your manager with problems for them to solve and not you to solve, they will fire you. And I've seen it happen.
yeah, yeah. So
And so we done that specifically to not only help you with the interviews, but then also on the job,
mm,
right? And so now you can go ahead and job stack ethically and legally all the way to $500,000 a year, right?
yeah.
That's one of the skills that we teach. Now, going back, do you feel like, you know, your experience was not as good as what you expected, as good as what you expected, right? A little bit better than what you expected, or just beyond what you imagined?
I think for me, the experience was beyond than what I expected, you
Why do
know,
you say that?
because of the results,
Hmm.
the results, and also your team, like I can reach out for anything. Like there's a team leader, one of your teammates who always,
Anita?
Anita,
Hmm.
who checks on us every Sunday evening
Hmm.
to know how far are we in the program,
Hmm.
what I'm working on. I think for me, that stood out for me that there's someone who who is tracking my progress and is willing to jump into how they can help me succeed. I think
Mm,
that is then the second part of it is having the internal recruiter. That was a game changer.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I did that intention. Do you feel like that was helpful?
Yes,
Like,
that was the game changer because now I get to know the language of the recruiters.
mm. And you get like do you feel like you got like some inside scoops, like
Yes,
bringing in the recruiter inside the program and you can ask them questions and how we have it per month that they come in? Which is
yes, yes. That's one of I don't know how. Oh no, we thank God who gave you wisdom to do that because
God.
it was a game changer that you're able to talk to a recruiter who will tell you the specifics of what they need or of what to say when you have a phone screen with the recruiter or when you have, a meeting with the recruiter. And that that was helpful on my journey to landing this role, that
Wow.
I knew a recruiter's mind and what they needed.
Wow. Okay. And what would you say is like the three biggest, or what is the one biggest mindset shift that you've had since joining this program?
Hmm. I think one of the biggest shift that uh, the biggest mindset change was about focusing on acquiring the skill set
Mm,
rather than chasing, rather than getting the job. I think for me that stood out for me
mm,
because when you acquire the skill set, yet at the beginning I came with this mindset, I want this job, but I realized, Gabriel, you get the skill set,
mm-hmm,
have this skill set for for the rest of your life,
mm-hmm.
means you're able to get any role to achieve your goals.
And was there a specific moment in the program, like a coaching call or a project or a conversation in Slack, where you
Mm.
just knew this was going to change everything? Was there like a specific moment?
What do you mean by that?
Like, was there a specific coaching call, like an event, like something in the program that you could remember that you just knew, okay, this is going to change everything for me. Like it's going to, you know, like it just clicked.
I kind of don't remember. I think for me, it was a life boot camp that actually my first time, remember the first time I did the first action step assignment
Mm-hmm.
and you commented on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether you remember.
The first action step. So honestly, there's a lot of
Yeah, it was my very first one. First
yeah,
or
yeah. So I mean, there's a few that I actually comment on, but I don't remember. I remember commenting on one of yours, but I can't remember if it was the first one or middle.
yes.
Like when I do comment, it's like I'm really excited for that person because I can see the before and after.
Yes, as in you commented on it, I was like, okay, it means I have the potential because it was my, just starting into tech. When you commented on it, I was like, okay, it means I have a potential to
Hmm.
even
And
there's something in me I can do. So I think that was a game changer for me at the start. Like, so it was my first time submitting the action step. Then you said, after reading my assignment, you said, wow, this is good.
hmm hmm actually, I think I remember because the quality of it was really, really good. Um, yeah, it like because I do view all the assignments like, but yours caught my attention. It's rare for me to actually comment on it because we have now the Anita giving feedback and stuff like that, but yours is really good. What I will say is the last question, if there's somebody watching, if there's somebody watching this right now and they're in the same exact spot
Mm.
that you are in, making $65,000 a year, feeling stuck, maybe nervous, They're working 80 hours a week. They're feeling nervous about investing in themselves. What would you tell them?
Hmm. Hmm. Two questions. Wow, that's deep. One, I have, what would you lose and what would you gain
Mm.
if you took action or if you didn't take action?
What would you lose or what would you gain if you took action or if you did not take action?
Yeah.
Mm, mm. That's good. That's good. That's good. Casman just joined the Instagram Live.
Oh my God.
Is there anything you want to say there?
Hi, Kazmin. Thank you for everything you do for the community. May God bless you. Uh, Keep doing what you are doing. One thing I know, God is using you to change people's lives, to change story. Most of the times, it's not all about us. It's all about God using you. Thank you very much, Kazmin. I know you are watching. May God bless you. Continue supporting the community. Continue pouring all those things all the skills, all the knowledge to the students. The best is yet to come, and we are going to make you proud. God bless you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And so, um, I'm not gonna lie, Casman is a blessing.
Yeah.
I met her at a conference like 2 years ago, and she was one of the speakers that I was like, okay, it was two speakers. I was like, they know what they talking. Well, more actually, but she just stood out because I took some notes when she was speaking, and I was like, okay, now that I have grew the business to where it is now, I think she would be an amazing asset, to actually her coming on to the program as a recruiter and giving a lot of insight scoops. Do you feel like she's an asset to the company?
My God, she's an asset. I had this mentality that, forgive guys my accent. I had this mentality about negative mentality about the recruiters,
Hmm.
but she mentioned something that changed the way I look at recruiters. She said that every recruiter, they want you to get that job. And literally, they're opening a door for you to enter. They are
Mm,
not trying to shut the door. And for me,
mm.
that was a game changer because in my mind, I felt the other way around. But when she mentioned that,
You started to see it.
started to see that a recruiter is they're there for us to get these roles, but not to, yeah, I think for me that was
You
good.
just
And
have to make
also,
it easier for them to
yes,
help you through that process.
yes. And
Uh,
also what she did, she helped me with my LinkedIn,
mm,
optimizing my LinkedIn profile that right now I have recruiters reach out to me,
mm,
other maybe students, the different programs that reach out to me. How do you do this? I
mm,
think that game changer.
mm,
And also working on my resume, helping me to put the specifics that are needed on the job market on the
mm.
resume. That is also key. Yeah, that's
And
what I
so
got.
once again, she helped you with that process of getting those recruiters to reach out to you, correct?
Yes, like it's like positioning myself here,
Mm-hmm.
to me position myself on the LinkedIn to
Mm-hmm.
have
Hmm.
recruiters reach out to me. And I think for me, even for this role that I got, I did not apply.
Wow. Wait, wait, wait. So this role, they reached out to you, you didn't apply,
No, I did.
and it converted to an offer letter.
Yes.
So, okay. Now, once again, so first, well,
Sorry, I forgot to say that at the beginning.
no, no, that's good. That's good. It's crazy because it's your first time you've gone through the full process. You got the offer letter, and they reached out to you.
Yes, they did.
It's funny because all of Stormy's offer letters, and he has three so far. He never applied to any single one of them.
Yeah.
and he had no experience, just like you, no degree, no certification, just like you. But he had the skill set, and you know, I mean, it's insane that it's like you're able to almost skip the line when it comes to progress in life. You doubled your income in 7 months.
Yeah, we
And then
thank
another
God.
12 in another 12 months, you believe you can make 500. We'll see how much, how many offer letters you'll receive. And we'll be back on another testimonial call. It'll be a lot shorter, just an update. But, you know, for example, it's just insane. What's the most amount of offer letters that you've seen in the community? Like the most that somebody has gotten from joining the program?
From the recent one, I think it has been Chris who hit a million and above in less than even 6 months.
Wow. Wow.
I think I'm not sure about how many offers, but when I look at the numbers, I think he has gotten offers
Mm,
above 1 million US dollars.
mm.
For me, that is insane.
Wow. Wow. Okay. And so what's like a 1% gem that you want to give to anybody watching this right now? So let me think.
1%.
Oh,
Okay, okay,
I'm
okay,
about to
okay.
put this on the little tripod. Okay. So yes, what is a 1% gem that you can give to anybody listening to this right now that will help them get to their financial goal early? Something
One,
tangible,
tangible.
like
Uh,
something that they can use today. It could
Okay.
be anything.
One, one. Where do you want to go in life? It doesn't have to be tech.
Hmm.
Where do you want to go in life? You know, and why do you want to go that way? What is your why?
And and why do you say that? Why is that important? Why is your why important?
Because the why will be the motivating factor. It will be the fuel for you to make it in life. If you look at all successful people, they have had a why. They
Mm,
are doing whatever they are doing. You know, there has to be some why. Why? If you look at Kobe Bryant, the things he did, the work ethics he had
mm.
a why. If you look at Michael Jordan, yeah, there has to be something, you know,
Like a driving force.
driving force.
So the
If you look at
why, go ahead.
Eric Thomas,
Mm,
if you look at Myron Golden,
mhm,
what he went through being a trash man, and was able now to build an empire. There has to be a why.
mm, mm.
If you look at their why, they were tired of being in that situation, you know. Don't want to sound like a motivation speaker here, but there has to be a why.
Yeah.
Uh, then the final thing, look at your daily activities.
Mm,
What are you doing daily
mm,
that will help you achieve this goal?
mm,
Okay, now you know your goal, you know what. Then you look at your daily activities.
mm. Wow. Wow. So, Gabriel, I want to thank you for taking the time to sit with me and talking about your experience. This video is going to help anybody that's out there who's, actually serious about changing their lives or, not just by what they say, but by their actions. Once again, if you are looking for something quick, if you're looking for like, you know, like I'll say this will not work for you if you do not have these characteristics that we discussed in this video, meaning the ability to overcome obstacles and problems, the ability to invest in yourself and still feel that fear because that's not going to go away. I have a lot of Christopher, he watched all the testimonial videos, literally all of them before he joined. And I
Beautiful.
told him, and he literally is my best student right now. And I
Mm,
told him, you know, hey, best student in terms of offer letters in this short amount of time because he beat that goal of $1 million in offer letters. But I
mm,
told him, hey, you were watching these videos because you wanted to feel certainty and allow the fear to go away.
mm,
That's typically what, it's normal. It's human psychology.
mm.
But I told him, I said, hey, like you still joined, you still felt that fear, right? He said, yeah. So my main point is if you are the type of person that's going to invest and still feel fear and can still pull the trigger, right? Do you feel like that's something you did, Gabriel, once again? That
of having fear of,
having fear and still pulling the trigger of investing in yourself?
yes, always fear will be there, but uh, what is the worst thing that can happen to me if I don't take action or
And
if
what if you
this,
didn't get the skill set, you know? What
you
if you
know,
what if you put in the work and you did everything and you didn't get the skill set?
then it's like Kobe Bryant says that he gave his all, that when the time comes of retirement, he didn't want
Mm,
to regret anything.
mm.
So me too, I gave my all that
You
if
did.
it comes to the worst, that okay. And for me, in my head, let me put out there. In my head, I told myself, okay, how many years does it take for someone to become a doctor? Is it 8? I don't know.
I think it's 8 and then they have to do residency for
And
like
I'm
2 years. So it's like 11 years, I think.
I told myself I'm ready to put in that to wait for those years to break into tech.
But you didn't have to take 11 years to
Yes,
make a doctor's.
but in my mind, I'd set myself, okay,
It's
if
going to
this
take
is
that long.
how long it will take me, I'm ready for the ride, you know?
And specifically, it didn't take you 7, 8, 9, 11 years, right? It took you 7 months. And you went from $65,000 a year to $134,000 a year. You were working 80 hours a week. You didn't have a degree, you didn't have Security Plus, you didn't have A Plus, you didn't have AWS CCP, you didn't have any of the certifications that I got. You didn't go through
Yeah,
the same scam that I did.
yeah.
You went through a program to get the skill set. And anybody watching this YouTube video right now, I cannot stress this enough. I say this in all my videos. You do not need to join my program. Okay, there's other programs, there's cheaper programs, right? There's YouTube University, there's free. Okay. What we teach here at the 1% University is three skill sets. AWS Cloud Engineer experience, right? You get the hands-on experience and you learn the tech stack, Docker, Kubernetes, Terraform, Ansible, SQL, Python, computer networking, right? Prometheus, Grafana, CI/CD, Jenkins, right? So there's a couple of stuff. You learn it and you build projects that companies need in today's market. Gabriel, do you feel like you learned those skill sets in this program?
Yes, I did. I
And
did.
so the second skill that you learned is how to brand yourself. How do you get recruiters to reach out to you consistently? Gabriel, do you feel like you got that skill set?
Yes, I got to that skill set of branding.
And
And I
then the
didn't know
third
it was that important, but now I know the
and then the
importance.
third the third skill set you get is how to communicate, okay, effectively. How do you sell yourself on these interviews to position yourself as one of the top candidates on any job interview? Gabriel, did you get that skill set?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
And so there's three skill sets that you learn within this program. And it takes time. You have to overcome obstacles. You have to overcome fear to get that skill set. Okay. And and if you are sick and tired of being sick and tired and you're saying, I want to learn, okay, go ahead and click the first link in the description below. There's an application that you'll fill out. It's very simple. It's going to take less than 30 seconds or a minute. Me and my team, after you fill it out, me and my team will reach out to you, right? And we're going to qualify you because we have to make sure that you have these characteristics and you're going to commit the time and energy into the blueprint. And you're that type of person that can overcome obstacles and invest in themselves so that you can actually get the skill set. Okay. Gabriel, do you remember what we talked about on, I think, Jacoby? Hey, if you don't get the skill set, you get your money back, no questions asked,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, I
Or if you don't make
remember
10
that.
times your investment, you get your money back, no questions asked.
I remember that. And also, yeah, I remember that call very well. And but Jacoby focused on my why.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because do you see why he did that? Because that's the fuel to get you to where you are now.
Yes, yes. That
And we
was the
have to actually make sure you have that because that's that is what is going to get you from island A to island B. Eh,
mm,
The program is just the boat. but your why is the fuel for the engine to start the boat to go from island A to island B. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Right. And so once again, if you're interested in joining the program or, applying, go ahead and click the first link in the description below. And once again, you do not need to join the program. We're only looking for specific types of people. And if that's you, if you think that's you, go ahead and apply and we're going to go ahead and reach out to you and qualify you and see how we can serve you. Gabriel, thank you once again, for spending the time to, share your story. Is there absolutely anything you want to share before we hop off the call?
yeah. I just want to say thank you to the 1% University for the opportunity. I remember I kept pinging you, and it's like you were busy. I don't know
Yeah.
what happened.
I remember there's people on my Instagram right now. They've probably been pinging me too as well. It's like, th-
Yes, and yeah, I kept pinging you, and finally I got through.
mhm.
Above all, I also want to thank God who is using you because you are changing and impacting lives of people, you know.
It's all
Yeah, I
it's
also
all
thank.
God.
Yes,
It's all God. By God's grace. It's all by God's grace. And everything that you see or anybody watching this, watching all the different testimonials, is all by the grace of God. It's not by my own doing. It's not by, hey, Tile did this, Tile built this. People say thank you, Tile. I say thank you, God. Literally, I cannot take any glory. It goes to him. Because this would not be possible without him. And there's, a bunch of stories I can get into in terms of talking about, how literally this belongs to him. So, thank you for your kind words. You did you know, that was probably the hardest part within this journey. The rest is going to be a little bit more smooth sailing. And I'm going to go ahead and get you access to junior year now, which is going to show you how to invest in yourself. Congratulations.
thank you.
Um, and right, so now that freshman year, you know how to manage your money, how to not be broke ever again, how to not live paycheck to paycheck ever again, how to get richer and richer every single month with
Yeah,
automations. Now that's freshman year. Right? You learn that sophomore year. So freshman year, how to manage your money. Sophomore year, how to make more money. And then junior year, but you're about to get access to that. But how do you use your money to make money for you? And so I'm about to go ahead and end this call, and then we're going to go ahead and get you access on the back end. Um, Once again, thank you for your time and energy. And anybody listening on YouTube, go ahead and like and subscribe. It really does help out the channel. And I'll see you in the next video.
thank you.
Thank God.